Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, June 25th. I'm Melissa Wright.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us this evening. Well, a rally is held across from the Office of Personnel Management in the district after the Trump administration proposes merging OPM with the General Services Administration. Byron Scott has our story.
This sign says it all. No to OPM and the GSA merger. And today at 20th Street and Virginia Avenue in D.C., they held a rally to ensure that that doesn't happen.
Say OPM.
Members of some federal labor unions gathered to send a message to the White House. Stop the proposed merger.
This whole thing is a power grab by this administration to take all the power away from OPM and move it under the White House. It's not a merger of GSA and OPM.
The Trump administration recently proposed merging OPM with GSA. It would impact hundreds of thousands of federal workers nationwide.
It's clearly an attempt to take away the rights for good working, hard-working employees.
Eric Bunn of the American Federation of Government Employees says the move would leave workers vulnerable to the whims of the White House.
What it means that the ministry, whoever's in charge of the White House, can set policy and regulations that would impact the working people who work for the federal government without any Congress oversight.
As I said at the beginning, it does not make sense.
Steny Hoyer was among the lawmakers who addressed the crowd.
Consider the financial services and general government appropriation bill on the floor either today or tomorrow. And in it, it says you cannot merge these two agencies.
Here's what we assert. They do not have the statutory authority to do this. And we're going to challenge them if necessary in a court of law.
Okay, let's try that one more time. Say OPM.
For its part, the administration says this merger would save the government $37 million a year. But protesters here are hopeful about legislation that's been introduced to prevent the merger from happening. In the nation's capital, Byron Scott, CTV News.
A motorist fleeing police causes a fatal crash on the BW Parkway. Authorities say a car speeding north on the parkway last night struck a vehicle that was stopped on the right shoulder. A female passenger in the struck vehicle died on the scene. The fleeing motorist was hospitalized and is in custody. Anyone with information on this accident is asked to contact U.S. Park Police at 202-610-8737.
More than 23,000 containers of baby food are recalled after metal is found in the formula. Perrigo Company is recalling the Parents' Choice Advantage infant formula milk-based powder that's available only at Walmart due to the potential presence of metal. Now, the affected products will have a special code and an expiration date of February 26, 2021 on the bottom of the package. Anyone who may have purchased the recalled product is advised to return it to Walmart for a full refund.
More than 263 million people across the nation are expected to fly this summer through Labor Day weekend. People traveling out of BWI Marshall should be well prepared, as TSA officials say this could be the busiest travel season in the agency's history. Thousands of people are expected to check in bags, move through TSA, and wait in long lines, which could mean delays. So with all the action, how do you avoid missing your flight?
To get to the airport early. This is the time of year where you see people who are not always frequent travelers who will be coming to the airport. Maybe they're coming with little kids to go on their summer vacation. It takes them a little longer to get through the checkpoint because they're not as familiar with the process.
TSA officials at BWI screened nearly 4 million people last summer, and officials say this summer is likely to surpass that figure.
We see more airlines offering more flights. We see bigger airlines. We see discount flights. So we see more air carriers in airports just like this one here at BWI.
Officials say because there will be so many people traveling this season, this is the perfect time for Marylanders to get their real IDs.
So when you're coming to an airport and you have that ID, it actually provides TSA the ability to view you and process you as a more trustworthy passenger because the background information has already been examined.
And if you happen to forget to get Real ID compliant, the consequences could be dire.
And if you're not able to provide that information on the spot, then you will not be able to board an aircraft.
CTV News, Melissa Wright. Officials say beginning October 1st, 2020, every air traveler 18 years or older must have a Real ID.